All right, so here we got a Sears tractor, and this is what Dad had. Had problems with getting it started and whatnot, and we had Dennis out, and we had a friend Jim out, we had Rob, my brother, help with it. We finally got it running and going, but still concerned about what works and why, but it's going. And it took a long time to pick up the excess grass, probably three quarters of a trailer load, and probably 20 to 30 hauls of grass over to the trailer. Now, what I'm saying is you need skills, you need help, you need assistance. And sometimes it's through family and friends, sometimes it's through a professional. But skills are always needed to repair and keep things up around the home. Another thing we had was the water pump. And I found out where it was, and I found out if it was working. It was working, but the water wasn't coming through. It wasn't siphoning the water, and there probably wasn't enough water in the tank. But I had to uh, get water into the lower tube, know where the pump was at, find out the direction of the fluid, and test it to see if it was pumping anything. Did it turn on? Could you find it? Did those things, got water in there, got water into the lower tube where it came into, and lo and behold, it worked after it was filled up and could spray the water out. But it had some things had to be done to get there. So again, these skills, these hand-on skills, the thinking ability, they're essential to problem solving, and we all need to work on them. In this shot here, he's testing some Flex Seal and some other stuff, and he's put a tape in them, and he's testing them on two sheets of metal. One is moving, one isn't, and he found out which one would hold with the matting or the masking it, and the others didn't when this metal moved. And if you have seams that move on the top of your trailer, this is an important test. And so the super seal with the matting and the other seal with the matting work the best, of course. All this comes down to mechanical skills, other skills, family, friends, professionals helping you out, and videos and checking things out, going beyond videos. Well, if you can't find the video, you're going to have to get someone that knows the system to help you out, whether it's online or offline. And generally, it's a combination of both, but most of the rubber hits the road offline. That was the big message for this summer. I'll close with this video. It's called Learning the Ropes as a family. And together, they not only have done trick roping as a couple and earlier, and they teach kids to do it, but they've got into doing parties with ropes and other things. And it helps the kids learn how to do things, have fun, make money, and entertain other kids and family members as they have parties, but make money and work together as a family. So these skills, these abilities, these attitudes of working together as a family are so essential, especially in rural America, but it needs to be essential also in towns and cities too. Uh, Families that work together and help each other out are going to be a lot better than those that don't. And that's the powerful message of the gospel. Family members and church members working together to help one another makes all the difference in the world for the families, the community, the churches, and the individuals associated with those families and churches. And the Latter-day Saints are great for helping out with helping hands, disasters, other things, organizations to help around the world. These things are important, and this is why hands and skills and a willing heart and sharing those skills, sharing those abilities, helping others in need is so important in our time. And getting past COVID-19 and all the challenges associated with it are so important. Uh, and this is why we need to learn to work together with willing hearts and helping hands. Again, this is Roger Martin here from Lockwood, east of Billings. Good day, God bless us. Help us to work together. I pray that we will work together as families and churches and organizations and communities, local communities that really help one another out, and to get through some of the challenges that we have as a society, we'll be better off when we learn to help and serve one another.